Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Laura, aka Perplex TC. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I know I say this often that this is not going to be a long live, but it really can't be. I have too much to do. But I was listening to something that really kind of triggered me, and then I got a comment from someone that I want to prove wrong. And I normally don't do this, and I normally don't call out subs, but I'm honestly sick and tired of being lied on, because one lie then spreads to another lie, and then this one spreads it, and then it goes to thousands of people, and I'm just fucking over it. These are people I've done nothing to. I've never even been really friends with them, and I'm just over it. So I decided that from now on, I'm just going to stop a lie right in its track. I'm not even going to ignore it. I'm just going to stop it right in its track with proof. So that's what we're showing tonight. So let's do it.
I'm blind, every word you tossed was a little more cruel. Acting like truth was your favorite tool. I stood there calm, hands shaking low. You were building smoke just to steal the show. I told the facts, you bent them apart. Now you're talking loud with a borrowed heart. And I kept my cool while you broke the rave. You made a villain out of my name just to hide the flame. You burned my name, then called me a liar. You burned my name to cover the fire.
I just got to say this. Fly on the wall. I said the exact same thing to Irish a couple of minutes ago. I said, look, I don't understand why people have to fucking lie about me. I have done and said plenty of shit that you don't have to like me for, but you don't have to fucking lie about me either. And I don't get it. I truly don't get it. If you can't find something that I've legit done or said that makes you not like me, you got fucking problems, because there's a long history there. So I'm just fucking over it. All right, back to the music.
I told the truth, you made it a war. You burned my name, but I won't be yours. You kept on smiling like nothing was wrong, posting your version, singing your song. You turned the crowd with a practice face, but every new lie left a louder something so serious. You wore that story like a badge while people bled in silence. You took a pain that wasn't yours and turned it into cloud. Some of us were in those rooms, you don't get to cash it out. And we see right through every fake ass word. You don't get to play with what we never chose. Don't lie like that. Don't lie like that. Some of us survived and we know what that cost. Don't lie like that. Don't lie like that. You wanted all that attention, now you lost our trust. I watched you smile for the screen like it meant nothing at all, while real life's cracked apart behind your perfect little wall. I'm disgusted by your actions, by the way you made it look like a tragedy was costume jewelry and truth was just a hook. And we see right through every fake ass word. You don't get to play with what we never chose. Don't lie like that. Don't lie like that. Some of us survived and we know what that cost. Don't lie like that. Don't lie like that. You wanted all that attention, now you lost our trust. Take it back, say it straight. Look us in the eye and feel that way. This ain't drama, this ain't a game. You put a star on someone else's name. Don't lie like that. Don't lie like that. Some of us survived and we know what that cost. Don't lie like that. Don't lie like that. You wanted all that attention, now you lost your trust. Don't lie like that. Don't lie like that. We remember everything and we won't be quiet.
All right. What's up, everyone? Yeah, Leslie, if you can email me. For some reason, I'm not getting messages on there. I have to contact Shopify and find out why. But yeah, just email me at laura@energycnc.com. And all right. So let's get into this. I may talk a little quick because there's a lot to unpack in a short amount of time. All right. So the first thing I'm going to start with is Amanda T. And the reason why, because it kind of goes at my community post. Let me get to it. So Amanda T. I truly do not know what in the, my sound is whacked. All right, hold on. Hang on. It should be good. Better? Nah, it should be good now. Because I forgot I unplugged my microphone in the back and I put it in the front because it wasn't working yesterday and it kicks out in the front. So I apologize, but it should be fine now. All right. So as I was saying, Leslie, if you can email me, for some reason, I'm not getting messages through the website. So if you just email me at Laura@energy, ENERGIECNC.com. That's where I'll take like all business stuff. Okay. So the first person I'm going to start with is Amanda T, because it kind of goes with my community post from today. Now, let me just state, I normally will never call out subs like this because so many subs, like, we're nothing without subscribers. So usually when it comes to subscribers, I'll just blow it off. Like Ash274, Notorious Ash, whatever she says, I just blow off. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. People that have been around a long time, whatever. But there seems to be this trend lately where people just throw out lies about me, and they're bringing it to creators that they know are going to repeat it. It's going to go to thousands of people, and it's bullshit because it's a fucking lie. And I'm just tired of it. I'm literally tired of it. So I decided, do I confront them? Do I call them out? You know what? No, I'm just going to show it with proof, and then they can shut the fuck up. But what I don't understand, and I said this earlier, I have done, not so much done, but I have said some horrible things over the years. If someone doesn't like me because of my past or whatever, so be it. I'm okay with that. If somebody has a problem with something I said a long time ago or doesn't like me for it, okay, I'll give you a good example of that. Remy. She's on the gray side. I know Remy for years. Remy does not like me. I don't care for her. But what she doesn't do is go around lying about me. She may bring up something from the drama community or something I said or thinks I'm vile. That's fine. She has every right to that. But she doesn't run around fucking lying about me. She doesn't make up lies. She doesn't just, decide to walk into a chat one day and just come up with this blatant fucking lie. And that's why I don't ever like say anything bad about her, because she doesn't lie about me. So, like I said, she's a grown woman. She's entitled not to like me, and that's okay. So, same thing with the other people that don't particularly like me. They don't run around lying about me. They just don't like me. Okay. I don't have an issue with that. But I have an issue with these people that fucking have to lie about me. And I don't get it. So we're going to get into that. But Amanda T, I have done nothing to you. Nothing. Ever. I was actually used to be very nice to you. It is not my fault that you sit with a fucking scam artist and a liar and a fraud, and everyone in that bitch's chat is fucking lying. And here you come along and you just run more lies, except you change every conversation to me. Brittany will be on a totally different subject, and you'll come in with a fucking lie, and I'm going to prove to you you're a liar. I accidentally deleted your comment on my page. She's one of Brittany's supporters. I accidentally deleted you on your comment before I answered you, so I decided to go live and address it. So on my community post, this is who Amanda sits with. And I don't know if you guys all saw my community post today, but we all kind of missed something. And I'll show you what we all kind of missed. So we all knew that Ivy League said that she had, been in the hospital. She had broken her legs and all this other stuff. And then on the second one from yesterday, it was only an ankle. But the one part that I think I missed that was pointed out to me today is this live was in April. And she said that she fell on Saturday. I think it was April 19th. And that she fell on Saturday. So if you fell on Saturday, that still would have been April, even if you backtrack. But yet on here, she said that it was in February in New York City when she fell and broke her ankle or whatever, broke her leg. Really, Ivy League? Are you this bad of a liar? But lo and behold, what happens is Amanda T sits with these people and is perfectly okay with like what went down last night. And that she has no problem with. None at all. But when it comes to Laura, let's just go in Britney's and lie all about Laura. So the final screenshot that Amanda posts, I mean, the final screenshot on here. Hold on, let me pull it up from my phone. I don't know why you can't see it on a computer. It's so weird. She writes, now I was told this was last night. Yeah, it was last night. She says Laura told her chat the night before she showed info on the school situation that she would have a surprise the next day. So I guess that's what she was talking about. Such a piece of shit. Amanda, that never fucking happened. And you know what? I'm going to fucking prove it. But Amanda left me a comment on here, which I deleted, but she left me a comment. Are you denying that you said that to your chat? As a matter of fact, bitch, I am. And you want to know why I am? Because I went through my last fucking 10 lives and I never said it. And all my chats there, so you know I didn't fucking delete anything. And I'm going to do that live with you, bitch. So you can see for yourself that you are a fucking liar. And everybody else can see that you're a fucking liar. And it's not the first time that you've done this. It's not the first time that you make up shit about me. But again, I'm going to prove it to you. And nobody remembers it because it never happened. I don't speak like that. I'm not the type of person that would be like, oh, you guys wait, I got a big surprise for you tomorrow. That's not my personality. I don't do that. So, hold on, let me pull it up. So she said it was the night before. It was the night before the kids' school. So the kids' school would have been the parents of the wards. So then it would have been this one, all about facts. So let's go to the transcript. Okay, the only thing I said surprise on was person, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's her, but I think yup, would have asked for money. That is the only thing that I said about surprise. That's it. That's all I said. So we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was a different live. Okay. And you could see my chats there. Nothing's been edited. But that's the one you said it was. But let's just, I don't know, let's go one before that, just in case, you know, if you're off by a day. Oh, you guys can't see. I'm sorry. Hold on. Whoops. I'm just going to share the entire screen so I don't have to keep like cutting back. All right. So let me go back to the other one. So this was the one I did about the kids' school, the parents of the year, and this was the one right before it, the night before. You can see my chats there. You'll see it pull up in a minute. Show transcript. So the only thing I wrote was person, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's her. But I think, yup, would have asked for money. That is all that I said on that live. There it is. That's it. Okay. So right there, Amanda, you're lying. But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that maybe you had your nights wrong. Okay, fine. Maybe you think it was the day after. Just show you guys my chat's there. So nothing's been edited. And I don't know if you guys know that or not. If chat's not there, it usually means it's been edited. Because for some reason, once you edit it, your chat goes away. I don't know why, though. So we'll go to the one after. Maybe you just made a little mistake. Let's go to transcript. No results found. Okay, let's try another one. Best parent of the year. We'll try, that one wasn't on. So we'll try this one just in case maybe it's this one. Show transcript. This one I said, surprise, just wow, birds of a feather always tell lies together, it seems. That's a great quote. But I'm just surprised she's doing it, really. Again, so where did I say this? Who's the piece of shit, Amanda? Let me go back and reread what you said, what you wrote. You went into BJ's chat, which you know is going to get like a couple of thousand people, lots of haters and everything else. But she averages about 3,000 views per video. So 3,000 people are going to see your fucking lie, especially knowing that there was a welfare check or something last night. I'm assuming that this comment was made after that, because I don't know what else she would call me a piece of shit on. Was it you that called Amanda trying to blame me? Because that's what I'm starting to really think. I think it's you that fucking called in that welfare check and you're trying to flip it to me. So again, Amanda wrote, Laura told her chat the night before she showed, I'm sorry, let me repeat that. Laura told her chat the night before she showed info on the school situation that she would have a surprise the next day. So I guess that's what she was talking about. Such a piece of shit. Yeah? Show me where I said it, Amanda. Because I'm going through every fucking video around that and I never said it. So I'm starting to think that maybe it's you. I really, truly am. But we'll give you a benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was a few days prior. Let's go to this one. Like maybe your days are just fucked up. I'm just kind of surprised. I really am. Bold on a second crazy. Is that what she's saying? Surprised she did the same thing. So again, nope. Sorry, Amanda T. Never said anything like that. I've given you tons of videos already. You want me to keep going? I can keep going. You're a fucking lying piece of shit. And again, it makes me think, are you the one that called in a welfare check trying to blame me? Are you working with someone behind the scenes? Are you besties with someone that you're trying to set me up? Because you specifically said the night before the school thing. So if you can produce a different video, a different date, a clip, something, please enlighten me. Show me where it was ever said. You can't. But I would expect nothing more, nothing less from a piece of shit who sits in Brittany's chat night after night, co-signing Mother of the Year over there, co-signing Ivy League, the fucking biggest liar I've ever seen. Well, I shouldn't say that. Not the biggest liar I've ever seen, just one of them. And can you just tell me what the fuck I ever did to you? That you're just going to go and lie like this? Your deflection is not going to work, because I'm telling you, I'm calling out people from now on. I'm just over it. Again, you don't want to like me, don't like me, but you're not going to fucking lie about me. It's one thing I can't fucking stand. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. And not just about me, about themselves. Like, you could say whatever the fuck you want about me. Do not fucking lie on me. Again, there's plenty of shit that I've said that you could not like me for. Plenty. I don't understand why people have to fucking lie. Especially to someone like fucking BJ. Like, really? If you were sitting with Kimberlea, Brian Enton, if you were sitting with people like that are like respectable, fuck, even 10 to life I'd take. But if you're sitting with people that are actually respectable and you're lying about me, well, then again, if you're sitting with people that were respectable, you wouldn't be lying in the first place. But for some reason, you sit with trash and then think you have to fit right in. Like, are you afraid that Brittany's not going to like you if you don't go in there and fucking lie about me? I'm just curious, because that's kind of the feeling I get. Oh, I smell a setup too. That's why I'm calling it out. 100%. That's totally why I'm calling this out. Because if there is a setup, I'm ending it. And I'll say it again, what I said the other night. I am totally with Clue on this. And I've tossed this around in my head, but I am totally with her in, I am not going to be responsible for making Brittany a fucking victim. No, not going to happen. Even if CPS took the baby, it ain't coming here. So I would never call. But I have tossed this in my head. And I have thought about this, and I've spoke to other people about this. God forbid that baby dies. God forbid 1,000 times. Who's going to feel guilty about not stopping it or doing something? I have thought about this. And then I think to myself, CPS sucks anyway. So even if someone did call, who's to say the next family would be any better? But I have asked that. Imagine if something did happen. Who's going to feel guilty? Who's going to think, should I have done more? I don't know. Just a thought that I keep having. I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, I just got a text from someone that said, I told you some long time ago that someone was going to try to set you up. Sure did. And Bedwell, I just saw your message. So go read your remark. Where? What remark? No, it will prove that it was her, BJ, that said that. What? That's what I'm saying. Like Granny said that today. It's whoever called this welfare check, it was warranted until they lied. Like, again, they would have gone there without throwing in a lie. I don't know why they lied about it. Did they not think that they were going to go there regardless? And I said it before and I'll say it again. I hope you're not someone that people talk to on the phone, because you can pull those records. Like, whoever called into a police line,
it's easily trackable. All Brittany or anybody has to do is just ask for those FOIAs. It's not hard. So if you are going to if you are going to put in a call to the police, you better make sure that nobody knows your voice. Trust me on this. That's how Jay is for Justice got busted with her friend Oni. So I just feel that it could have been lost in translation, possibly. I mean, was it warranted? Yeah, it was warranted. It's just that, yeah, somebody could have called out a concern until they lied. And I don't know if they lied because they were afraid. But what's scary is for Brittany to then come on today and leave that message for Granny, like, my baby's not sick. Bitch, your baby is sick. You said it last night. Where did you send me a message? On Facebook? All right, I'm confused, Holly. All right, Holly, if you're in here, I'm a little confused. Hey, Seashell. Holly sent me something. Can one of you guys look in Discord and tell me what she's talking about? All right. Holly, I don't get the message. Imagine a town of Jobber reporting real child neglect abuse. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what to do. Woohoo! I can't scroll through messages. Just retype it. Because I'm on StreamYards, not main message. Grace, here's the thing. This is the problem. It's not. Did you not hear what happened last night? And I'm not taking anything off the platform, but it's not drama. People were genuinely concerned why Craig would want to give cereal to a fucking brand newborn, a baby that's a month old. Now, would I call? Absolutely not. Would somebody of the thousands of people that watch her call? Yeah, if you heard what went on last night. Crash attempt. Oh, Tony said on the crash attempt, she has a nice surprise for them. Okay, but that's not me. And it wasn't in my chat when I put in surprise. Oh, it only shows what I say in transcript. But either way, it's still not me. Exactly. The baby puked so hard you could actually hear it on the microphone. Not trying to be funny, but they named their baby after The Exorcist. Yeah, putting a binky in candy. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not the only one that, I mean, this is an innocent little baby. You hear Craig tell her you're feeding her too much. And my personal opinion, and it's just my opinion, But my personal opinion is she just wanted a little doll to dress up, and she's got big responsibility with it, and she doesn't want it. So she just wants to stick a bottle in its mouth. She told Craig, get the bottle out of, or tell the boys, bring me the bottle. What the fuck? Why is there a bottle in the baby's room? How much are you feeding this baby? And then I heard they don't have air conditioning in North Carolina. How you gonna have a baby without air conditioning? And then you keep saying the baby's swollen. The baby wouldn't be swollen unless it's full of fluids and something is wrong. And that's why it's been a month in the NICU. I mean, there's just tons of shit. So really, it's not like so bizarre that somebody would call. It's not so bizarre that people are worried, because people are genuinely worried. And I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of people that don't want to feel, what if something happens and I did nothing? Like me personally and the people I know, the baby's not coming to us. So our conscience is okay. But the truth is, not everyone feels like that. And some people have that conscience where they'd rather be safe than sorry. This isn't someone calling for drama. I mean, people are genuinely concerned, especially when she comes on today and says, my baby's not sick. Really? So what the fuck was last night? Why was Craig telling you to go to the doctor? Why did you say that you had to go to the doctor today? Why did you say, I mean, and I'm not trying to be insulting, but people don't give a fuck about you, Brittany, but they do care about the baby. And I heard someone else say, in what we're going to hear next, Brantley said that he heard people say that the baby was ugly. That's bullshit. Nobody said the baby was ugly. So Brantley, you're lying, because the people that you would be talking about, I watch, and not one of them has ever said the baby was ugly. Granny, Clue, Queen Bee all said the baby was adorable. So please tell me who you heard say the baby was ugly, because, and Nunya kind of called him out on it, like who said that, and he wouldn't even give names. But no, nobody that goes after BJ, talks about BJ, discusses BJ, ever said the baby was ugly, unless it's on your side, Brantley. Unless the gray side people said it, which I doubt it, but unless they did, nobody over here fucking said it either. Nice try, though. But yeah, so I just feel like it's not, it's not like a wasted call. I mean, people are genuinely concerned, rightfully so. Yeah, Rebel, I haven't heard anybody say the baby was ugly. I mean, it's a baby. And most of us have not even seen the baby. So how do you say the baby's ugly? We saw one picture? Come on. Yeah, Craig's the only one that said he was ugly, swollen, looks like Yoda. But I think BJ just wanted a doll. She wanted everything to be perfect, that she can dress up and prance around. And she's got big responsibility. Yeah, Craig said it looked like an alien. I mean, he's the father. He could say what he wants, but you know what I mean. So, but Tony, thank you for letting me know, but you didn't even have to tell me. As long as it wasn't me, that's all that matters. Like, I'm not you, you're not me, but Amanda specifically said that I said it. No, I didn't, bitch. And as a matter of fact, though, Tony, that's still a lie, because you didn't say that until last night. You never said anything like that 4 days ago. You said it last night. So she's a fucking liar. It still goes back to she's fucking lying. And you went right into Britney and said it to Britney. So at the end of the day, she's still a fucking liar. Plain and simple. So okay, let me get to person number 2. I'm not making the best of time. All right, this one is going to take a little longer simply because I don't know exactly where it is. Yeah, Bedwolf, to answer your question, I heard that she doesn't have AC, and then someone else said she has she has window units or whatever, but somehow I don't think that you could have window units when you can't even plug in a computer and the microwave at the same time. So I have a hard time believing she even has window units. I have a feeling maybe one room might have one. And someone said something to me today, which I kind of have to agree with. Very shocking to me that certain people are sticking up for her because she is such a fucking bad mom. But I guess if it tells a narrative of why people hate me, then I guess it all fits. Hang on. This other one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure this out in time. Bear with me. I wish there was a way to look through someone's live time-wise. All right, I'm going to ask one of my mods to do me a favor. Go to Queen Bee's channel, the beginning of October 2023. If you can find a live with B. Tim and SG or Alicia, it may even say it in her title. And I'll look too while the other one is playing. But that's what I need. So if anyone can find it, much appreciated. And if not, I'll find it later. Or anyone watching that is a friend of mine, hint, hint, that's not typing in chat. If you can find it, it would be great too. Craig is an alien, I agree. All right, so let me get to this other one. All right, so I was coming home today from work and nobody was on, but Good Nunya was on. So I happened to turn it on. And Nunya they're doing I guess Chasing's post that she wrote with my name in it about, leave Britney alone, that it had 400, almost 500 comments on it. So Deets and that's where I heard about what Brantley said, but Deets and Nunya were doing dramatic reading on it. And there is one that really stuck out to me, and I'm calling the fuck out on it. So hold on. Oh, that would be great, Tiffany. I don't know if it's in the title, but Queen Bee she had dropped Alicia's GoFundMe in it a bunch of times. So I don't know if that was in the title or not, or she just found out her friend had cancer, something like that. I just know it was beginning of October 2023. All right, so this is going to play a little because I don't know exactly where it started. But it is in the beginning, though. The person I'm looking for is in the beginning. Don't what? No. I just need to prove a lie that I was told I was lying about. And I'm going to prove that I'm not lying. That's the only reason I need that. Honestly, whether you like them or not, some of this is kind of funny. Fuck, I'm sitting here thinking I'm sharing it. You guys don't even see it or hear it. All right, I'm a fucking idiot. Sorry. You guys are probably like, what the fuck is she doing?
So stop saying that chasing hasn't called anyone out across the board. Sheesh.
Yes. Thank you.
Sweet Sativa, are you home tonight? Because I'll call you after my live.
Should I say who it's from, or do you just want us to read it?
I don't know. We'll see.
We're just gonna read it. I feel like it'll flow better.
Okay. All right. She's trying to compare apples to oranges. There is no across the board here. BJ puts this stuff out herself. She went live every time there was a visit to her house or a doctor's office. She made it everyone's business, so to speak. If she didn't want people to know or comment, she wouldn't have done that. Yes. If she hadn't done all that and blamed everyone but her own bad parenting, no one would be searching dockets. And by the way, who found this anyway? I don't know that she didn't share once again, and one of her own damn people spread this shit around.
Her actions don't dictate others. Seriously, this is so embarrassing. Nope. I'd never wait, I can't do the same one. I'd never show my face again if I were BJ.
Oh, wait a second. Mine just went away. All the comments are hers. Hold on.
You gotta sort by newest.
I did, but then I was there and then it was gone. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Oh, you know what I did? I put show more replies.
Yeah.
And I can't show more replies.
Okay, here, there's only one more. There's only one more reply from Remy, and
Okay.
then says, "Can the same be said by those who are doing BJ 24/7?
But I promise you, what I'm looking for is in the beginning.
They can't control themselves either." I don't know what you were doing there, Remy, but that's your voice.
Funny thing is, it sounds nothing like Remy.
Nothing like Remy at all. I told you, I'm not picking and choosing. It's just going to be whatever comes out of this mouth.
Okay, all right. Next one, Alex Arison. For me, it's not really her personal business, but I see where you're coming from. But when should people pay attention? Because it is neglect. Looking the other way or minding our business feels wrong too. When do we pay attention?
But I tell you though, some of the comments are really interesting because they hit both sides. And you can see where the community stands on it and what the community feels about the whole situation. It's pretty good.
Do we wait until something happens that can't be fixed or undone? Would we be saying it's not our business if it was another form of neglect or abuse? I'm not saying it's something that needs awareness, but also it's not a secret I'm going to keep. At the end of the day, it really sucks for the little people that will be affected by her laziness and her actions. Anyways, appreciate your perspective.
Okay, so Sin
Thank you, Tony.
sent you a $2 super chat. Thank you, Sin.
Thank you,
She said
Sin.
we need the usernames. All right.
Okay. All right. We'll go back to doing that then.
Wisconsinite. I love this photo.
What?
And then
Oh, I love this photo.
then
I
Law
was like,
Nerd,
wait, what happened? Okay.
Law Nerd says, Chasing, how long have you been YouTube? How long have you been YouTube?
How long have you been YouTube chasing?
Unfortunately, this doesn't shock me. It is cringe. Is it cringe and gross? Yes. It takes two to tango. Everyone, please protect your privacy, your wallet, and remember, if you engage in BJ stuff, be prepared. If anyone wonders how she has support, if anyone wonders how she has support, does anyone believe she is the only mother on YouTube who puts YouTube above her kids, her fake spouse, or her financial responsibilities? Protect your privacy, protect your sanity, and most importantly, protect your money. I agree, Loner.
2017 is when I came around, but started making content a few years later. Long time and good advice
That Boston accent.
from chasing.
Okay, Pixie. Oh, my friends are gonna hate me. Pixie says it's nobody's business what someone else's kids are doing. Nobody. Once you start justifying going real life on kids, you lost the plot. That doesn't sound like Pixie at all, by the way.
No. Okay. Hypnotic Drifter. Those of us who have followed you for 8+ years know that you're not here for financial gain, nor to cling to funds from others by creating unnecessary chaos and confusion. The naysayers and agitators in this comment thread and instigating you the wherewithal to think for themselves and the wherewithal to exercise blind loyalty, entertainment, and a sleazy way to pay their bills. Or waste it. Pay their bills or waste it by throwing it away to an online character or ungrateful avatar. Identify their parallel from their shoot birds. There would be no real life consequences, felonies, or lawsuits. Wait a second. Why are these shooting birds who choose to shoot birds?
I don't know.
I don't know. Leon said, heart, heart, heart.
Charlie Girl says, what's so pathetic is all of these excuses like, well, she did it, they said it, someone else did it, so that justifies their own shat behavior. How about you just don't be a shat human? I think adding motherfucker is going to be the only way you can tell.
He respects the hell out of you. You say what you think and don't back.
Go, girl. This place is crazy.
I loved her excuse tonight that anyone could find the school. Wow.
What's funny is the people that think this mess means no, really. People will bend over backwards for me.
Not the human connection tripper.
Okay, I can do Audrey perfectly. Seeing that your community post didn't gain much attention, I just thought I'd help you out a little.
I wish the transcript.
Oh, she left an audio.
Transcribed voice reply. Thanks, Audrey. That's exactly what I.
Extra pickles. I think I saw in the chat earlier she's from Iowa, so I'm just going to use mine.
This is it. Hold on. Let me back it up.
Extra pickles. I think I saw in the chat earlier she's from Iowa, so I'm just going to use my voice. It's okay because it's Brittany. When anything happens to her, it's now acceptable by the majority to feel entitled to know exactly who, when, how, and why, and down to the second of the moment things happened. It's gross, and the way her baby has been spoke on by Laura is the most disturbing thing.
Okay, let me back this up and slow. I forgot I had it sped up. See, I told you guys you wouldn't have to suffer too long.
That's exactly what I needed. My attention.
That's exactly what it needed. More attention.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't know you
can hear
could
it in her
do
voice.
that.
I didn't know you could either reply in a voice.
That's nice. Extra pickles. I think I saw in the chat earlier she's from Iowa, so I'm just going to use my voice. It's okay because it's Brittany. When anything happens to her, it's now acceptable by the majority to feel entitled to know exactly who, when, how, and why, and down to the second of the moment things happened. It's gross, and the way her baby has been spoke on by Laura is the most disturbing thing I've heard another woman ever say about a baby and a mother.
Okay, really? Extra pickles? Why? Because you're mad because I called you out? And I didn't even call you out. All I said was that Queen Bee was right about you. And you know what? Every day you prove her correct. But do me a favor, Pickles. Can you please enlighten everybody as to what horrible thing I ever said about the baby? I'll wait. And you know what? You can join Amanda T with your bullshit because I've never said anything negative about the baby other than she's in the NICU. Sorry if the truth hurts, but that's the only thing I ever fucking said about that baby. I don't even call the baby by its name. I just say baby. So, what is the most disturbing thing you've ever heard? It's a fucking lie. You're just mad because you didn't like the fact that I said you proved Queen Bee right. That's all I said. I've done nothing negative to you. I've done nothing to you. I've never said a bad word about you other than that. So can you please enlighten me? Is this horrible thing that I ever said? You're a fucking liar. An absolute fucking liar. I agree, Christine. I'm sorry things didn't work out with you and the bee, but the bee said publicly what you were about. And again, you just keep proving her right. It's fucking weird. So I know you're probably watching Pickles, so please enlighten everybody. What did I say that was so horrible? That was so disgusting. That is the worst thing you ever fucking heard. Because again, I don't talk about an innocent baby. Brittany is another story, but I didn't say anything about the baby. And I know what it's like for people to come after you. I do. I absolutely do. And I know what it's like to feel like, you're a target. But Brittany, with CPS, stuff that people hear, and just had a baby and not taking your kids to school, hearing your kids can't get their own fork, it's so far beyond most of our comprehension. And I'm not saying this to be an asshole, and I'm not saying this to be a bitch, but you're on a level that most of us, I don't think, can comprehend. And again, I'm not saying that to be a dick, but I just really believe that. I think you are on a totally different level, and not on a good thing. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean in a good way. But you sat there last night. We all heard it. You sat there last night worrying about Tiffany and what Tiffany had to say about me over your baby. We all heard you and Craig fighting. And we all heard your frustration, which having a baby is frustrating. That's why I don't know. So many people were like, I would love to go back to that time. Fuck no, I wouldn't. I love seeing my kids turn into adults. I would never want to see I don't want to deal with a baby again unless it's a grandchild that I can give back. I just don't get it. Well, that's true too, Honorary Flagger. Good point. But, her and Craig are sitting there fighting. She should have said, I gotta go. But instead, she's like, hold on, I'm just going to fast forward this for a minute. Like, she didn't know that we heard it. And some people think that she did that on purpose. Other people think it was an accident. I don't think she did it on purpose. I'm with the people that say, I don't think she did it on purpose. But like, what else is she hiding when she does mute it? I mean, the baby's stomach is distended. We all know this from Brittany. The baby's stomach is distended. She's still swollen 5 weeks later. According to Craig, she just opened her eyes 2 weeks ago. She is projectile vomiting. She's got diarrhea. And you admitted that she didn't do this with the doctors, meaning she just came home 4 days ago. Yeah, I'll wait for that apology. That she just came home 4 days ago. I don't know what you expected, Brittany. What did you expect having a baby? Did you think it was just going to be easy peasy like a doll? You should have got a puppy. Hold on. I was on the other side. Jones and Chasey had no problem with it. They don't want to offend their Laura hating subs. Pathetic ladies. What are you talking about? But the fact that her and Craig are sitting there fucking fighting, Craig's saying all this crazy shit, she's saying all this crazy shit, you would think the live would have ended right then and there. Like, sorry guys, I gotta go. Baby's sick, baby just threw up, whatever. Even if you had to come back, you could have easily came back. But instead, she's like, hold on, let me fast forward this, guys. No biggie. Listen to drama. Really, dude? You didn't have that many people in there. I could see if you had like 2,000 people in there, but you didn't have that many people in there. So you seem to think that it's all haters. And I got news for you. Some of them are, but many of them are not, Brittany. Many of them genuinely fucking care. And I know that you don't believe that and you think that that's a lie, but it's true. I've seen the comments. Lots of people actually care about this baby and don't want it to be a fucking tragedy. A lot of people are thinking it's going to be a tragedy because that doctor should have been at the ER last night. And I was saying that too. Why wasn't the doctor at the fucking ER? And that's the other thing. Holly's right. She doesn't take her kids to school. Why would she take care of a baby? I agree with that. Anyone that's on her side is a morbid drama hound piece of shit. I agree. And my feeling is if people care about her, and Angela, if you're still in here, I understand that Brittany's like tough to talk to or doesn't always, do this or that. I get all that. But people have to put their fucking foot down. Like, Brittany, this is your child. Do you want the state to take her? Do you want to have problems? Do you want the baby? Like, all right, I'm just going to say it. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to say it. It's an absolute given that she caused the baby to have all these problems because she didn't get prenatal care. I don't give a fuck what she wants to say. It's more than obvious. So maybe it's her guilt combined with postpartum. I don't know. But it's whatever happened is done already. So now you have to work on rebuilding it. Now you have to work on righting the wrong, basically. And if you can't take responsibility for that, then you're never going to have a good baby. You're never going to have a baby that's healthy. Just own it. It's kind of like a drug addict. When, you finally admit to all your wrongs that you did when you were high, it's like this monkey off your back. You just feel so much better. Like, all right, I was a fuckhead, but at least I admit it now. And it does. It just releases you. And I feel like it could be postpartum. I had postpartum. So it could be postpartum of why she's, sounds aggravated. So I'm not going to fault her for that. But the thing she's doing, it just seems like she wants a doll. She just wants something to dress up because that's all she talks about is, oh, look how cute this is. Welcome, Blueberry. Look how cute this is. Look how cute that is. A baby is a big fucking responsibility. Huge, huge. And I'm sorry, but it's not something to take lightly, and it's years and years and years of your life. So just apologize to the baby. Talk to the baby. Apologize to her. She needs you. And saying, oh, you're so cute. That's not talking to the baby. I can't even tell you how I used to cry to the twins. Like literally cry to them that, I'm sorry for who their dad is. And I'm sorry for the mistakes I made. And I'm sorry when I was pregnant. And I played, oh my God, I can't think of the name of the song. I just went blank. this certain song, it's a rock song that's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry that we're going to make it though. We're going to, I would sit there and fucking cry to them because I wanted them to grow up healthy and I wanted them to grow up, even though dad was an asshole. I wanted them to, I told them we're going to have a good life. We're going to have a family. And like 6 months later, I happened to meet Brad. The kids were 16 months old when I met him. But I remember when we moved from Florida to Wisconsin, the kids were 12 months old. And I remember driving there and I told them we're starting our lives over. We're going to be good. We got a really cute apartment. Mommy's going to school, working. Like, just talk to your kids. You see where they are today. They're perfectly fine. I mean, they're great kids. So that's what I mean by talk to them. Not, oh, you're so cute. That's not talking to them. But I just feel like even if she did all this, does the baby even have a fucking chance anyway? I mean, look at the other kids. She's already not putting them in school in 5th grade. So is anything going to change? Well, yeah, her mom did fail her. I mean, she wants to swear up and down and mom's such a great mom, but she's not. She wasn't. Not that, a drug addict is bad, but you know what I mean. It's like, you think I know you, I don't. Who, me? Why? Because I cry to my kids? Oh, you don't even know how many times I've cried to my kids. Yeah, that's another thing. She came back and said, projectile vomiting. She says to Craig for the second time, that baby should have been at the ER. Like, no questions asked. I got to go to the ER. I have to go to the ER. Sorry, guys, I got to go. And the fact that she didn't, and she was more worried about fucking drama. And on your 6th kid, you're asking these idiots in your chat that fucking lie. And then the whole gaslighting shit last night was over the fucking top. Brittany, why are you gaslighting everybody so badly? You fucking lied. Ivy League lied. Why are you trying to gaslight everybody? Like, oh, it's not a problem. She misspoke. She did that. She didn't fucking misspeak. You fucking lied. Yeah, she was going to go to the pediatrician today. I don't know how to disappoint you, Britt. That baby could be gone within an hour. It's a baby. They don't know how to fix themselves if they choke. They don't know how to, that's how quick it could happen. You bring her to the ER immediately. I remember Sage was a baby and I was changing her diaper, I think, and her toe was all swollen. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with her toe? So I'm like, Mom, come in here. Look at her toe. Her toe was swollen. My mom was like, I'm sure it's nothing. You know what I did? I fucking picked her up, told my dad to watch Phoenix. Me and my mom went to the hospital immediately. I wasn't giving it a minute. No, wait for it to swell. Wait for the swelling to go down. Fuck that. She's a baby. Took her to the ER. They looked at the toe and the doctor actually started laughing. I said, what's so funny? He's like, are you a new mom? And I said, yeah. He's like, I'll give you something. You got to be, we're going to make it, the swelling stop immediately. And then I'm going to give you some advice. Okay. It was a fucking one strand of hair wrapped around her toe and it caused her toe to swell. He said he sees this almost every day. It's from laundry or my hair or something. And then she'll have it in her hand and then she'll grab her toes and it gets wrapped around the toe. But that's all it was. A single hair got wrapped around her toe super tight and it made it swell. So for those of you that have kids, grandmothers, I didn't even know that could happen. But yeah, that can happen. That's why I said, just be careful. And always check laundry, check her hands for hair. Because once, babies start playing with their toes, it can just wrap around it. But yeah. And, everyone started laughing because it's a fucking single hair. Like, who would have ever thought that could do that? But that's what I'm saying. I didn't wait. You fucking bring it to the ER immediately. Like, that's a baby. They don't know why. I mean, for all I know, she could have banged her toe, but I wasn't waiting. I wasn't going to wait for it to slow down. Oh, did you? I wasn't waiting for the swelling to go down before I brought her to the doctor. Let's go, Mom. Let's go to the hospital right now. And we did. But yeah, every time a friend of mine has a baby or their kids have a baby, I'm like, watch for hair. I know it sounds stupid, but if your baby plays with their feet, watch for hair. A single hair can get wrapped around the little toe and blow it up. So, and she wasn't crying or anything. It was scary. So my point is, if something isn't right, you bring them to the emergency room. Is it something that's comfortable? Is it something that you want to do? No. Other people are saying about this baby doesn't cry. If this baby is so colic, why doesn't it cry? I'm not a baby expert, so I couldn't tell you exactly why. But I do tend to think that the baby's too sick to cry. And again, I could be wrong. I'm not an expert at all on babies. At all. I only know my own and the kid I babysit for, but he's 10. But yeah, I'm no baby expert. But I do think that the baby is weak and too sick. And if Brittany doesn't get her ass in gear with all her kids, I don't know why a family member doesn't step in and do something. I know she's not a new mother. And that's what I'm saying. But that was the first thing the doctor asked me, because he's like, are you a new mom? I'm like, yeah. Because if it happened to Dayton, it's the first thing I would check. Let me see if there's a toe, a hair wrapped around his toes. Yeah, she didn't get prenatal care. And I personally think she just doesn't take care of anything. She doesn't take care of herself. She doesn't take care of her home. She doesn't take care of her kids. I think everything is stuff she wants to play with, and then she'll move on. That's really what I think. And I don't know, like, I know people have said she has no maternal instinct. I've never had a conversation with her long enough to know if she does or not. And I've never seen her in person. So that's not something that I would throw out there, because we've just never been friends like that. But from what I see, yeah, she could be frustrated with the baby. Of course you could be frustrated. If having a baby is tough. Having a baby with a loser is even tougher. But I feel like it's even beyond that. I feel like she, like, again, could it be postpartum? It could, or at least some of it. But what I witnessed last night, that's not postpartum. That's just, you're so worried about drama and trying to discredit me for your deflection, because that's all it is deflection of your lies that you were called out on. And instead of owning it, it's so much better to just play Tiffany and try to discredit me. That's fucked up. If you can't see how fucking twisted that is, Brittany, there's no hope for you at all. At all. Because that's just fucking twisted, honestly. How you, even if you didn't think that we heard, when you got back to your computer, you had to know, you had to see it, because you would have had to unmute your mic. So you knew when you got back to your computer that you weren't muted and that everybody heard that. So instead of just owning it, you then went with drama. Why you and Ivy League are doing all of this lying, I don't know. Is there something that we're all fucking missing? Because I feel like there's a bigger picture that everybody's missing. Which email did you send it to, UA? I know. I saw that you sent it and I just hadn't checked. You sent it to Energy Candles? Oh.
For me, Deanna said she can't.
Oh, hold on. Is this was yesterday? Whoops. Was this from yesterday? Isn't Amira great? I was gonna play her latest. She needs to do longer videos. She needs to do like 2 and 3 minute videos. Oh, hold on. It's not allowing me to show it. Let me see. No, it's not allowing me to show it. Hold on. You're killing me, UA. Hang on. I don't think it is postpartum because what she did last night wouldn't be postpartum. Hold on, I'll play it from my phone. Yep. Hold on. Ugh.
That's interesting. BHB is going to have a protest in February.
Maybe get some kind of professional search team.
Yeah,
like they did with when they found the girls. Wasn't that Gabby?
Mm-hmm.
Which one was it? Where the girl's car was in the water?
Oh no, that was Kylie Rodney.
Kylie, yeah, about that.
BJ, you're sketchy. Okay. Well, if you feel that way, why are you here? Like, I don't understand that. If I'm sketchy, I think you're just fine.
Just sit there and be mad. You'll get cancer.
Are you talking about a sound my
What did he just say?
the sound of fun up?
Wasn't that Gabby?
Mm-hmm.
Which one was it where the girl's car was in the water?
Oh no, that was Kylie Rodney.
Kylie, yeah, about that.
BJ, you're sketchy. Okay. Well, if you feel that way, why are you here? Like, I don't understand that. If I'm sketchy. I can hear you fine.
Just sit there and be mad. You'll get cancer.
Are you talking about?
Why is that funny? I haven't heard that. I've heard of it, but I hadn't actually heard it. That's fucking crazy. I have it, Mad Dog. That's crazy. Yeah, wishing cancer? Okay, Craig. Whatever. And people are okay with this. Did you hear that, Tiffany? Did you hear that he just wished cancer on someone? Must be nice sticking up for this. But she'll lie. She'll say, he didn't say that. He didn't do that. Just like she said with Ivy League, you know, the story changed. That's another thing. Somebody went in there last night and said to him, oh, why did you say, and said to her, why'd you say on your community post that you saw the casts? Oh, I never said that. Yeah, you did. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. And, oh, I guess I did. But that's not what I meant. Like, and people buy it. I don't get it. Why are you believing this fucking bullshit? Stop believing the bullshit. It's like listening to her, you just feel like you're getting gaslit up the fucking ass. And it's crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Any luck on finding that video, Tiff? Guys, don't forget, hit the thumbs up. If you want to tip your hostess with the mostess, you could do it super chat. You could buy candles, which I got to get orders out tonight. You can buy candles. You can super chat, PayPal, Cash App, membership. But what I like best is buying candles. That's my favorite. You guys, some of you guys haven't heard the argument? Ugh, it's pretty bad. Did anyone have it clipped, or should I just go to my video from last night? Yeah, none of these people are fucking nurses. I don't care what anyone says. You cannot fucking convince me that these people are nurses at all whatsoever. Oh, you didn't hear it either, Doko? All right. I'll get it. So some of you guys are not even sure, like, what the fuck I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me pull up my video. Yeah, the hot mic. I know. I agree with that. That was my last night late night live. Well, that's the thing. She doesn't even know the difference. It had different times. And some fucking idiot left me a comment today that said she fell at different times. How fucking stupid do you think people are? Like, for real. Do you really believe that people are this fucking dumb? Like, maybe people in Britney's chat are this fucking dumb, but most of us aren't. Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Bojangle. 5 gifted memberships. Woo woo. This is my live now. Let me go to last night. Oh. All right, now I just got to find it. All right, so this must have been after. It was last night's live, right? Yeah, I saw that, Irish. I'm gonna get to that. I'm with you, Jen's mess. I completely fucking agree with you. And by the way, I heard somebody say today, how, what did they say? That I must have called because I had the dispatch call. Hello. It was sent to me. Two people came in my live and told me, like, all you have to do is watch a fucking live. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Cat Pack. It was last night's live. It happened, right? Yeah, because that's Brittany going over that. Looks like they dispatched. Oh, is it early? It was last night's live. So why am I like fucking dumb? Or a double mastectomy. I don't know. You miserable with that great person. It's not really decreasing according to
Laura, I'm coming for your ass, screen sniping me, you dumb bitch.
Bitch, I wasn't even fucking live, you dumb fuck. Literally was not even fucking live when you're threatening to strike me.
Tell me what the difference was.
Shit, I can't even believe that bitch is screen sniping me right now.
I
You
wasn't even
get your own shit, horse face. Fucking.
Listen, you fat fuck. You wish you looked as good as me, you fucking fat heifer. But carry on, Brett.
That is
That was last night. Yeah, she thinks she's a badass because she's got Tiffany behind her. Trust me. I've taken on Tiffany before, bitch. But heifer, you want to fuck with me? I'm telling you right now, I will make your life a living fucking hell. If you ever got me kicked off of YouTube, I would have nothing to lose. Believe that. And I've always said that. If someone got me kicked off of YouTube, I got nothing to lose then. All right, the narcissist one, I actually have to change the sense because I ran out of the one I was using, but it is going to be changing to apple maple bourbon, which is one of my favorites. So that's going to be the new narcissist. I'm working day and night this whole summer, so it's taken me a little while, but I plan on updating it this weekend.
Where she interviewed Alicia.
Whoop.
I know, and she has so much to say about her. She probably threw him an iPad or something. Yeah, she should have her attention to say, hey, TM, them's the new.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of people.
Exactly how it went down.
It was when I was selling candles, and I had said it was when I was selling this month. I said, let's do a special.
God.
That is exactly how it
Byberg,
happened.
we've done the homework so you don't overpay for
Welcome,
business insurance.
Like, all right, it's coming right up. But you have to remember that it's not me talking over or Tiffany talking over. Brittany let it keep running, and they're fighting in the background. So that's why it's hard to decipher. But I pretty much state like what's being said.
In fact,
Literally,
you can save up
that
to
is
20%,
exactly
so
how
you
it
can put
went
more
down.
resources toward running your business. Call or get a quote today at Byberg.com.
Lee skips over the whole entire part, there's got to be a month and a half missing from
Nope.
this timeline. Maybe it wasn't a month and a half, maybe it was a couple weeks, but there's quite a bit of time missing.
Alicia found out she had breast cancer. Says that how I went after somebody else who had cancer and I, did the whole thing. And BJ's like, you're so, you've done this before and blah, total bullshit. First of all, that's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I said, I actually went and got a mammogram because I was like, I kind of feel like
You don't have to put copyright. It's my own video, silly. I'm not going to strike myself.
Hypocrite.
Actually, I believe this is how she remembers.
Threw up everywhere again.
It's pathological.
All right, here it is. All right, that's where it is. She threw up again. She threw up everywhere again. How much can a little baby actually throw up?
Or is a pathological liar. Pathological liar. I believe she's a sociopath. Not even fucking bullshitting you. If this is how she remembers the way that all of that went down, and Alicia can speak for herself. She's a grown woman and she will defend herself, and that blows my mind though. Really does.
Oh my God.
Everybody watched it. Like
Again.
at least 600 people saw that shit.
What is going on?
like, how am I going to sit here and,
She just projects
support
out
breast
what-
cancer awareness?
She didn't know that she had a hot mic. So she just said she projectile vomited again.
And never even had a
Hey, chat, for those of you that bought candles, Mrs. Upper Thigh wants to know your favorite scents. I know a lot of you guys in here have gotten candles.
mammogram in my life. So I went.
Oh,
We didn't even
wait.
give it
So
to
it
her.
wasn't Alicia that saved your life? It was breast cancer awareness candles.
I think she's got indigestion.
I think she's got bad.
That's
serious
also
stomach
interesting
issues.
because she just
It's like, why would Craig say, I think she's got bad bacterial infection? Like, what? Craig says, I think she's got bad bacteria something.
gave credit to it being
She's a probiotic.
breast cancer awareness month and
You
making
can
candles.
include
That's the
at the same
reason she
time.
went and got a mammogram. But any other time I've ever heard her say it, it's all
think
because
she's
of
a
Alicia.
probiotics
Alicia was
a little bit
she
of
was the very
cereal.
reason.
Yeah, Craig said she needs probiotics and a little bit of cereal.
That
No,
Laura went and got a
Swiss Roll,
mammogram.
Swiss
Now it's
Roll.
the fucking
I have tobacco and vanilla and sandalwood. All I would have to do is add a little sandalwood to it.
funny. How's she gonna support breast cancer awareness month and not okay, Laura.
I had a mammogram. That's how I found out I had
I
cancer.
think we should stick to
Before I
Yeah.
found out, she had gone on Queen Bee's
3
panel.
at the most.
And
Oh,
I still don't know why she said hi to me. I wasn't in her chat.
well, at least
I
she's
just don't
having
understand
something
how did she
here.
get
and
so
was
well
saying that
with
she
the
was just
doctors?
like Angelina Jolie.
Yes, I have a spring cleaning, which is actually better than the laundry soap, but I also have April Downy Fresh.
Well, they would give
And I was like, that's bullshit. And a bunch of her haters had gotten all her paperwork. I guess she gave it.
Alicia did not say she was just like Angelina Jolie. She did absolutely fucking not. I'll even go find what Alicia said. She never said she was just like Angelina Jolie. No, she didn't. She may have mentioned
That's what I was looking for when I said if someone could find it on Queen Bee.
Angelina Jolie, but she did not say she was just like her.
Someone had gotten all her paperwork. And she was saying she had, Brock. She had the Brock gene and all this other
The
stuff. And
Brock
I'm looking-
gene. The Brock gene. The Brock gene. BR.
All right, I'm going to fast forward a little bit more.
That's what she came back with. Instead of fucking taking care of the baby and being like, okay, I'm out, or I got to take care of the kid. Nope. She went right into drama. And that was it. Then she muted. Sorry, but Brittany, you're a piece of shit. And you care more about drama than you do about the fucking baby. Sorry, not sorry. I'll say it. I don't care if anyone else says it. And Pickles, if you don't like the truth, I don't know what to tell you. But maybe you should support someone that actually cares about their children and does the right thing by their kids. Yeah, she couldn't get back fast enough. Isn't that crazy? It's absolutely unreal. Yeah, I don't know if she was listening, but it was more important to her to try to discredit me than, and she's trying to discredit me with lies, but regardless, it's more important for her to try to discredit me so nobody believes me rather than taking care of her kid. If that doesn't say you're a piece of shit mom, I don't know what does. She did sound pissed because I think that she just wants a doll. I think she just wants a little baby that she can dress up because that's all she fucking cares about. That's what I honestly believe. Yeah, I never even heard of that. And people were telling me that it is done, but I personally have never heard of that in my entire life. Like, the way I brought the twins and Dayton, but my parents were there for the twins first year, like formula. That's it. And then when the doctor approves them to, go on that you could start making them food because I made all their baby food because I had to be super mom and whatchamacallit. And because I made all their food, doctor approved when to start giving it to them, how much to give them. And first it was like ice cube trays. And then he said, if you buy baby food, keep the jars, put them in the dishwasher and, reuse them. And that's what we did. But I think that she's not sterilizing. Like, I just think she probably had someone to do bottles in the past, but I really think she's not cleaning or sterilizing. Especially when she says, get the baby's bottle out of the kids' room. Why was there a baby bottle in the kids' room? And why the fuck are they propping a baby to feed them? Like, don't you want to hold the baby? I loved feeding the kids, the babies. Even Brad liked feeding the kids. My son is 33. At 7 weeks, I could not feed him enough formula. I was told, but a few flakes in the bottle to just thicken it. Okay. Hey, if your doctor said it was fine, so be it. Oh, no shit. Roger was more like a dad to the boys. They admitted it. Well, there you go. Well, water, old formula. And, the formula, I know the formula she's using because Sage was on it. But again, I didn't use powder for any of my kids because I heard horror stories on it. So I was like, okay. And never used it. And Sage did fine on it. And I don't know if she was colicky or just had an allergy. But she wasn't a crier either. Phoenix, on the other hand, he screamed bloody murder if he didn't get fed. It is very thick. That's what I'm saying. It is thick and it smells funky. But when she said that she was on a special formula, I was like, if that comes in a purple bottle, that's what Sage was on. Yeah, I don't think it's colic either. But, to be fair, I also didn't know there were different, like she was talking about different nipples. I just remember buying Dr. Brown's bottles because literally they had just come out and everyone was raving about them. And that's what I was told from my pediatrician to get. But I don't think there were different nipples. I think from what I remember, it was like, okay, your baby's 2 months old, 3 months old, and that's what you used. Some babies do sleep through the night, though. I'm not saying it's normal, but I have heard that. Mine didn't. But I also heard they changed things now. Like when Phoenix had to be fed like every 2 to 3 hours. So I literally had to set an alarm for like the first, I don't remember how long, couple of months that I had to get up it was like every 2 hours. Then I went to 4 hours. But I was told they don't do that anymore. That if a baby's going to sleep, they sleep. Just let them sleep now. You have 9 children? Damn, you're a trooper. Doc said it was okay to use cereal. My young ones, I was told nothing but formula until they were 4 months. Yeah, I never heard to use anything. The cereal you can use bigger whole because it's thicker. That's so, yeah, I never knew that. But I just can't, you know why she won't Blueberry? Because she already said that my baby's not sick. Did you guys see her community post? Let me get it. That's what I'm saying. I don't think she does. Like, I think she's fucking clueless. Oh, she does have a live scheduled for 9:59. Who the fuck sets it live for 9:59? Why don't you just say 11 o'clock? Because that's when you're going to fucking show up. You like that, Stalker? I'm good because I was afraid. Now, I made that scent and I was afraid like nobody was going to like it. So I'm glad you like it. But I created that. I was like, I hope people like this. Okay. So she made a post this morning. Geared to Granny's watching. It says, my baby is not sick. Really? Projectile vomiting and diarrhea would make a baby sick. That would be sick. Oh, it's 10:55. I am gathering all of the slander and defamation as well as the dog whistling along with the video from the false police call to my home, and I am reporting it all. The doctor records, all the CPS records, and the record of dozens of false reports to my local police department. 100% are proof my kids aren't neglected or sick, and law enforcement are very aware that we are being harassed. This is illegal and twisted on all levels. This stops today, Jessica Lynn. Shame on you and all of you. 283 fucking morons. And let me tell you why. Or 203. Let me tell you why the 203 people are fucking idiots. If you want to talk about defamation, the only person that has committed true defamation is you, Brittany. And I can only speak for me, but you have never bought a candle from me and you have defamed my business to thousands of people. That is defamation. And I know that you don't realize that, but if you want to go for defamation to the truest form of it, that would be something you did. And if you think that you're going to take anyone to court, I promise you, bitch, I will be on that lawsuit. Okay? Meaning that I will be with the person you think you're taking and I will combat it. I'll make them a partner in my business just to fucking combat you. So you bash them too. What doctor records? doctor records have nothing to do with anything. Nothing. The fact that we know your baby was in the NIC unit, guess what? Guess what, Britt? You can't prove otherwise because we can prove that the baby was in the NICU. Or I guess the baby was just so perfect, you didn't even want to touch her for the first month. Shut the fuck up. Then you say all the CPS records. Okay, let me explain this to you, Britt. You can't get CPS records. So that's a lie. There's nothing, and I mean nothing, that CPS will give you other than your own report. And all they're going to say is that somebody called in. They cannot tell you if it's a school. They cannot tell you if it's someone from online. They cannot tell you that. And they're certainly not going to write that. They may be able to say it like in passing if they like you, but they certainly cannot put it on a report. So for you to say that you're going to pull this report, you're full of shit. Hey, Sammy, you're absolutely full of fucking shit. All right, I'll look after. Then you say that, and even if, let's just say let's say you were able to get the records, even though you can't, but even let's say you were to get the records. Who you taking to court? Because they certainly can't tell you who actually fucking called. So being that they can't tell you who called, are you taking every single person in the community to court? I'm just curious, because you cannot take one person to court for everybody else. It doesn't work like that. That's why in this filings that you've done where, oh, we're going to go after this mod and that mod, that's a fucking joke and a half. Maybe you should learn the law before you pop off at the mouth. If the police thought someone was being harassed, they can go to the DA and then they can say, hey, this person, we want to file charges. They're being harassed, blah, blah, blah. It's all done through the DA. And then they would go after them. That's not going to happen because not one particular person is actually harassing you. Reviewing you online is not harassment. Someone showing up at your house, like physically showing up at your house and leaving you notes in your mailbox and shit like that, that's harassment. Okay, we got that. That's harassment. But nobody's doing that. Granny's not doing that. Clue's not doing that. I'm not doing that. B's not doing that. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's calling you on the phone. Nobody's doing anything. And let me tell you harassment. Someone must have given my fucking phone number to, I'm really thinking of having my number changed. Every fucking day for the last year, I get this stupid fucking call about financing. Literally have gotten it for a year. 4 to 5 calls a day. I've gotten to the point I just fucking ignore it. I once tried calling back and it's like some spoof number. So now I just fucking totally ignore it. But it's annoying as fuck. That's harassment. Do I know who gave out my number? No, there's nothing I could do about it. And 100% proof that my kids are not neglected. Brittany, do you know what truancy court is? Do you know that's a form of neglect and abuse? We went through this last night. There's actually something called educational neglect. And that means that you're in truancy court. It's 2026, Brittany. You have to be the biggest piece of fucking garbage to think that your kids don't need a proper education. And your school district is fucking disgusting to begin with. So it's not even like they're missing much, but they're state mandated to go to school. The fact that they're bringing you to court because you're too fucking lazy to take your kids to school, that's a you problem. Your kids are fucking neglected. Your kids, and maybe this isn't like a neglect thing. I consider it like an abuse thing. Why can't your kids cook in their own kitchen, Brittany? because for 4 years it's being redone. For 4 years it's being redone where your kids can't even get their own fork because they probably can't step foot in the kitchen. And you even said recently, oh, the kitchen's all done. We all knew that was bullshit. But then we find out, oh, it's still being remodeled. Well, we heard you talk about cabinets and kitchenware. So why isn't your kitchen done? Why can't your fucking 11-year-old, 5th grader, whoever, get his own fork? Why do you eat fast food every fucking day? In my opinion, that's abuse. Kids need home-cooked meals to sit around at a table or even sit at a bar and talk to each other. My kids' entire life, I'm not one to sit down and eat with them, but you know what we did do? We have a bar here and there's 4 chairs at the bar. They would all eat at the bar, and guess where I would be? I would be right in the kitchen. So we're looking at each other. I would clean up dinner, I would do dishes, and you know what? Every night we would talk about stuff. We would talk about their day because kids need that. They need to know that their home is safe. They need to know that their home is a sanctuary, not that they're going to fucking, they can't even get their own fork or they're going to eat at 2:00 in the morning. When I heard that, Brittany, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Now that you're friends with Tiffany, maybe Tiffany can give you some pointers on how to be a real mom. Maybe she can help because she was a real mom. So maybe she can help you in establishing how to be a decent mom. She was a good mom. And I'll even go as far as say she was an excellent mom who loved her son more than life itself. And maybe she'll give you pointers, Britt. Really, maybe she will. Maybe that's what you guys should do together is Tiffany can teach you how to be a fucking mom. See, I don't even mind the cooking so much because I was hesitant about letting the kids cook, but they could make ramen noodles in the microwave. They could do a lot of shit. I mean, there's plenty of shit they could do. I just didn't really like them on a stove because I was nervous. Like Brad taught Dayton how to make eggs, and I was just nervous about a kid on a stove, but they could use the microwave. They could do lots of stuff. She is a good mom. Okay, you're right, Rhodey. You're talking Tiffany, right? Not Brittany. Right? I just want to make sure we're talking about the same person. Yeah, she's good at grifting. We know that. BJ's definitely good at grifting. And that's the other thing. Why do people give her money? So she can go buy fast food? Okay, as long as we were talking about the same person. But you know what I mean? No, it's just so fucking like, what are you doing? Make home-cooked meals. Like, what the fuck? And she just couldn't be bothered. She'd rather feed her kid at 11, 12 o'clock at night. No, Brett. You would think by your 6th kid, you would know how to be a parent, but nope, not Brittany. I'm convinced that kitchen, I think that kitchen is still not done. She said it recently. She said recently that it's not done, that they're still remodeling. Like, bitch, how the fuck are you still remodeling 5 years later? Oh, that's another thing. The kids used an air fryer. My kids used an air fryer. Microwaves, air fryer. I was just weird about a stove. Spy dialer, and you can report that. Oh, can I? because I think it's spoof numbers because they always call from a different number. And I block and block and block and block, and then they call from a day every day. And it's gone on for literally like a year. Hey, niece. So I think that's all I got tonight. Yeah, I guess it's called Spy Dialer. I'll try it. Even when I push to be removed. Yeah, it just keeps calling from a different number. I once got a hold of someone when I called back. All the guy said when he answered, he's like, hello. I was like, why do you keep fucking calling me? And he hung up. Oh, Angela's post. Angela clips and giggles. So Angela made a post. She said, hey, Brett, whatever became of this lady you were emailing with? Isn't this considered real life and behind the scenes? You know, that other thing you claim you never do? Just wondering. Hope you're having the day you deserve. She says, now, I have a lady emailing me. She claims to know Julie. She's saying that she was put in a mental hospital before, that she's not well. Angela said, it could be Kramit for all you know. Be careful. Oh, for sure. Have you all spoke to a lawyer yet? Court's tomorrow. Oh, that was February. Oh, that's right. Travity Pimp. I haven't seen them in a while. Oh. Well, CrimeCon? I don't care about CrimeCon. Thanks, Mittens. Which, what video? Is it a short? I don't know what video you're talking about. I think my phone's dead. Oh. Oh, community post. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this? All right. I gotta go back to using fucking OBS. I hate switching over and over. All right. I hope the baby's getting the help she needs. I asked AI if your newborn is warm, projectile vomiting, having diarrhea, and is distended, should you go to the ER immediately? Here's what we got. Click pics to below to open all the way. And I don't think YouTube drama should be your main priority. Log the fuck off and tend to your sick newborn. This is a total disgrace. BJ and Craig, and you don't give cereal to a 4-week-old dummy or probiotics. Now, and correct me if I'm wrong, probiotics, are they talking about yogurt? Because that's the only like probiotics that I could think of. But I'm assuming that's what they mean, right? Thanks, Denise. Why that even crossed your mind tells me all I need to know. Any idea how many people would love to be given the gift of a newborn baby, let alone 6? You are a disgrace, and I'm not sorry one bit. Please do not call EMS, cops, or CPS. Oh, this was 19 hours ago. Evidently, someone already did. I just can't imagine my newborn being this sick, and I'm just worried about YouTube drama. Get your shit together, BJ, or CPS will do it for you. They will only play your game for so long. Yes, you should seek emergency medical care immediately. A fever in newborn combined with projectile vomiting, diarrhea, and abdominal distension are serious red flags. These symptoms put your baby at a high risk for rapid dehydration, which can be really life-threatening. And you know what's interesting? I said all this last night. Literally said all this last night. Comes in many forms. Oh, does it? I just think yogurt. Why this requires action? Because of dehydration. Fever in newborns. Temperature of 38 or 104 is higher is an emergency for any baby 3 months old or younger and requires immediate evaluation. I didn't know that. UA said that last night, and so did another nurse. This pleuroauric stenosis. Don't mind my pronunciation, but UA said that originally. Abdominal distension combined with vomiting and diarrhea. This can point to severe gastrointestinal issues or blockages. Go to the nearest ER right away or call 911 if your baby exhibits any of the following: a fever, projectile or forceful vomiting. We know the rest. Signs of dehydration, fewer than 4 to 6 wet diapers in 24 hours, sunken soft eyes, dry mouth, crying without tears, or extreme lethargy. Crying without tears. Interesting. Oh, can you? It's public? Oh. Yeah. See, Micah, that's how I feel. Like, all of these people claim to be nurses. All of these people claim that they know so much, and, you know, they're flight nurses, which if you're a flight nurse, you're actually on like a higher level of being a nurse. You're not just some Joe Schmo, let me change bedpans beginner nurse. Like, you're a serious nurse that can handle emergencies and all. And not one of them bitched at her. Not one of them said anything to her. Get the fuck out of here. They're all a bunch of fucking liars. I would have more reality and faith and more faith and reality doing the right thing than fucking them. They're asking for money for Jell-O and McDonald's. You really think they have 100,000? Yeah, nobody's getting fucking sued. Britney has no money. Not only does Britney have no money, she makes herself sound like a fucking idiot. I would just ignore him. Mods know what to do if it gets too much. Someone said, I actually cried last night hearing that poor baby has to put up with. My niece would love to have a baby, but because of complications, she can't have one. And she would be such a great mom. And to think someone like Beej is blessed. Well, she can always adopt. Serial little baby that young, what in the fuck? I'm not a mother. Even I know that. I don't even want to know. I hope to God they took that sweet baby to the ER. I can't stand to watch her anymore, but I do still check on your post. They'll probably give her the water, which newborns also do not need. Yeah, that's another thing. It's funny that they said that. I kind of remember that. Like, I was going to give, I think it was Phoenix water, and they said no, nothing but formula for, I forgot how long. Oh. It's hard to comprehend that someone doesn't know 6 ounces is too much food for a baby that young, and to not know nipple flow. I swear I don't know shit about nipple flow. I'm not going to lie. I don't. Maybe things have changed, but when mine were young, you never even had to think about nipple flow. It's hard to comprehend. And if she isn't telling the truth about all the symptoms and it serves her right to have emergency medical called, I smell a rat grifting for money. That's an interesting take. She's claiming a baby isn't sick. Everyone is just over invested and listening too hard. So glad I didn't see her here. There's 0 kids should be allowed in that home. We just had an infant death in my area because a newborn strangled on cereal. I think she meant choked. I couldn't believe she didn't get off YouTube and tend to her baby that just got home. I feel for that baby. She couldn't even get off YouTube, never mind even ringing for advice from a medical practitioner. All 3 symptoms together is a huge red flag. But hey, Craig in the background says, I think we should put cereal in a bottle. It was hard to listen to. I thought for sure she would have logged off, but nope, she continued with drama. Like, every single person can't be wrong. And that's the thing. Like, she wants to say it's like a hate campaign. If you look at Feudy Beauty, Amber Reed, everyone hates them or doesn't like them for their own reason kind of thing, like, or they want to jump on bandwagons. But if you ever look at their hate, it's stupid drama hate. It's not like serious, but every single person is saying the exact fucking same thing to Britney, literally saying the same things. We can't all be wrong because it's not about the drama. And that's what I think the big difference is. This isn't about drama. People are genuinely fucking concerned. I don't watch Britney because it just feeds the machine, but I'm disgusted, as always, reading the total disregard she has for her children. Take away the cereal aspect of it. 8 ounces is a lot for a 1-month-old. Yeah, the distended belly. And I think she said she had been having blowout diarrhea for much of the day. I can't watch much more of this. Hey, I was wondering if she was using a formula that you mix, because if they are using well water with it, it could mess up their little tummy. She's such a liar and a con. I've been with my sister in the hospital for weeks, and I could tell you the way these unbelievably piss poor excuse for parents are. That baby just recently came home from the hospital, very apparent and totally sick. Maybe they're overfeeding her, and that's why she's spitting up or throwing up, whatever it is. Do they have a binky for her? Maybe baby just wants to suck on a pacifier, and they think she's hungry. Yeah, they do. Craig wants to put candy on it. I feel like they use a bottle no matter what. Oh, that's true, too. Daria might be right. Daria said she thinks they use the bottle instead of a binky, which makes sense. I thought I heard him say cereal. I started giving mine cereal in a bottle pretty young, but even then, I think they were around 4 to 5 months old. Just curious, why do you believe her about the baby when you didn't believe a single thing she said before the baby? Could this just be a way to get attention, viewer sympathy, LOL on their money? Sorry if I missed the evidence that the baby's actually sick. I assume it's happened tonight. I'm sick of these two, just sick of their games. All right, Eric Jasper, you guys need to stop. You can 100% not just take what someone says online with zero proof and call emergency ambulances to someone's home. JC, what are you guys after? Who's JC? Pushing her over the edge? She's begged to be left alone. If you hate her this bad, then I don't know, maybe stop watching her. It's that simple. But for y'all to be deliberately causing situations that you keep bringing to YouTube and other social media apps to make money from is blatantly obvious. Eric Jasper, are you really this fucking stupid? Honestly, are you this fucking stupid? So the real Karma said, actually, you and the rest of the dummies need to stop. Stop defending reckless behavior. Stop encouraging poor decision-making. Stop falling for the scams and deceptions. Stop ignoring the obvious lies. Not a single soul would know her personal business or what goes on in her home if she wasn't deliberately broadcasting it to a bunch of strangers online. She is involved in numerous legal battles. Even the school is taking her to criminal court. CPS involved. Is it really everyone else? Do you actually believe that? You don't have the intelligence to recognize that she is the problem. You tell us not to watch and we go somewhere else. The bigger question would be, why the hell would you choose to sit in her chat? Why are you so comfortable paying her monthly to watch and listen to what's going on? She is not a victim. Her children are victims. Last night, she couldn't even shut her stream down after all that. She handed her daughter over and continued to stream. Gross. Normally, I'm against the BS calls that are made, but after what we all heard last night, I'm very comfortable knowing a professional checked on that innocent, defenseless baby, knowing that BJ and Craig couldn't be bothered. You are constantly coming to her rescue. I hope you don't have kids. You are who her friends are. Sad. The Real Karma, amazing fucking comment. That was so spot on. Wild Irish Rose, my homie. At first, I thought your comment was directed at me until I read the whole thing. I guess she's denying her child is ill, but from what I understand, she was describing her symptoms. Those symptoms are definitely not those of any well person, no matter the age. I admit I don't watch her. I tried twice, but I just couldn't. She's too whiny, needy, untrusting, and greedy. Real Karma says, no, definitely not you. Just infuriates me the excuses her subs make for her when it's so obvious that BJ's the problem. That poor baby, I just can't. I would have shut that live down, wouldn't have even said bye. My kids will always come first. Amen. I don't think he responded. Daria, yeah, he never responded. Fucking moron. During the zombie apocalypse, you could still feed a baby. Hell yeah. Yeah, like the baby's stomach is swollen. She's not pregnant. So what would that tell you? Go to the fucking doctor. Like, I don't know why this is so hard for her to grasp. Just go to a fucking doctor, bitch. Go to the ER and take care of your baby. Someone said, hey, getting first set of shots, my second child developed a fever and projectile vomited for a few days. I called the doctors. They didn't want me to bring her in. Now they recommend baby Tylenol even before getting shots. Yeah, but that's a totally different scenario. See, that's what I'm saying, Jill. That's where my head's at. And what if something happens? Fucking what if? What if it turns out that the baby is not okay and something happens to the baby? How are you going to feel? Are you going to feel like you did everything you could? Sitting there lying, Ivy League's lying, Catch Me If You Can is lying. You're all fucking lying. Yeah, but she's got Medicaid for that baby. And let me tell you how I know. Insurance has copays, all right? That baby was in a NIC unit for a month. Sage was in a NIC unit for 10 days, 21 years ago. That bill was $25,000. I was on Medicaid at the time. That bill was $25,000. Times that by 4 weeks, 21 years later, that bill's probably $200,000. Baby being NICU for a month? How's she going to pay that? There's no way she could ever pay that. If she had private insurance, which we know she doesn't, but if she had private insurance, that would still be a $20,000 bill. So that's why I know she's got Medicaid, or she'd be talking about it. I know, right, Irish? See? Yeah, Rody, 17 grand. That's what I'm saying. And mine was 25 years ago. 21 years ago. But I don't know why she thinks it's going to last forever. I mean, one mistake you make on the internet, internet may not forgive you. I went, what, 2 years of keeping my head above water, barely? Oh, does it really, White Horse? I don't know about North Carolina. I was on Medicaid in Florida and Iowa, and we didn't have copays. That's true, too. She doesn't even have YouTube Premium. She doesn't have private insurance. You just reminded me, I got to pay my insurance. Believe me, I should have stayed on Medicaid when I got cancer. I'm going to have to file bankruptcy just to fucking deal with the medical bills. I'm just waiting for college. What's up, Winston? All right, but I am getting off. I have got to get these orders out. Oh, no shit. Weeks there was 250,000. Damn. I don't know what I was in the hospital for almost a month. It was like 3 weeks. And I have no idea what the bill was. But Medicaid in Florida back then was really good. It's changed now from what I hear, but it was good back then. The taxpayers paid that bill. When you have 2 kids on Medicaid, you don't plan to have another one. What do you mean? Last night, BJ said you guys, Laura thinks being 2 hours late is disrespectful to you all. Can you believe? Are you serious? Did she really? What the fuck? Oh, Mittens, I can relate. I went from, what was I paying? I think I was paying like $50 a month for all of us. And it was Blue Cross Blue Shield. Like the state was making, was making the premium. And this year it's like $275 a month. I was like, what the fuck? She really said that 2 hours late is disrespectful. Like, how dare I? Wow. That's insane. That's crazy. If a creator that I watch said that to me, I'd be like, bye. I ain't fucking paying for you to disrespect me. Like once in a while, okay, but I feel guilty if I'm like 2 minutes late. Like there were times I'm like 5 minutes late. People are like, let's go. That's horrible. Wow. I'm beyond shocked too. Are you talking about the insurance payment? Believe me, I know. I get it. So, all right, but I am getting off. I got to get these orders. I have so many orders I have to wrap up. So if you have an order with me and you ordered it before, what's today? Wednesday, Thursday? What's today? Wednesday? Yeah. So if you ordered it before Monday, I'm wrapping it tonight and tomorrow. I am always on time. I have this thing about it. They were comfy ahead if you say anything about her being late. It's crazy. I don't know. To me, again, subs are everything. We are nothing without our subscribers, without our mods, without our subs, without our members. We are nothing. And I don't want to watch someone that's fucking 2 hours late. I want to watch someone that respects my time and wants, respects that I'm gonna, if they want me there on time, then I should be there on time, I don't know. I didn't know that was like asking a lot. But as a subscriber perspective, yeah, I want my people there on time. I could take a few minutes late. Or like if you have to go to the bathroom or something, but no, if you set a live for 8 o'clock, then be there at 8 o'clock, period. Yeah, that exactly. No, yeah, you said that backwards. As a creator, we need you guys far more than you need us. You could fucking go to any creator. You're not, you may like us, but if I lie to you or I do all this stupid shit or I'm late all the time, you're not going to fucking stick around, or you shouldn't. You wouldn't want to stick around. I wouldn't. Respect my time and I'll thank you for it, and being your subscriber, being your member, buying, from your business, whatever. That's just the way it is. That's why I always talk to my subscribers and why I'm so interactive with you guys, because that's what I like. I hate having to pay to get a comment read. It fucking pisses me off and I don't do it. So either talk to me or don't, but whatever. And don't be in your own chat asking people to hit the thumbs. Oh, are you serious? That's weird. I don't even do that anymore. I don't even do the whole question thumb up anymore because people know. I mean, I'll remind people, make sure you hit the thumbs up, but that's it. I do care, Mittens. I'm nobody without you guys. I don't have a fucking channel. And I don't want to sit here and talk to nobody. It's just, that's it. But I'm not going to have candle customers if I don't get these orders out. So I'm definitely getting off. I will see you beautiful people later. Thank you, Izzy. Sometimes I might change your name a little. Instead of saying Ismac, I'll just call you Izzy. But I think interactive is very, very important. And to me, it's everything. They ask, hey, when do you think you might start? That's crazy. I just don't get that, Jill, at all. Well, I just can't imagine doing that to my subscribers. I mean, fuck, your subs are everything. So, all right, I'm going to go put on Netflix something because I need to concentrate on these orders. And if I listen to something that's going to piss me off, I'll end up going live again, and I can't do that. So I got to work. Exactly, Retha. All the candles are done, but I got to do lotions. I have to pack everything up. So, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night and peace out, Bean Sprouts. And by the way, I work all day. I'm a nanny for a 10-year-old. So I'm not here all day either. So, but Just Irish goes live usually right after Granny is done. In the mornings or early afternoons. So make sure you check out Just Irish's channel as well. I don't know why she hasn't dropped her link. And if you're a member there or a member with me, we're basically sharing a Discord, to build it up again and make it bigger. So the link is on my community tab. She also posts on her community tab. And I will see you guys later. Peace. Yeah, she does. She's funny as hell.